All right, everybody, welcome back to Awful Taste but Great Execution, brought to you this week by our sponsors, the like button and the bell button located right below the video. You can click on them and cool things happen, like you getting all my videos. That's pretty much the coolest thing. Let's start off with number 19, spider sheets for when you need to stay up all night. I don't like this. Oh no, it's like, from that angle, it's really three-dimensional looking. Oh, thank goodness. We don't have to worry about tarantulas crawling into our houses here in LA. It's probably happened to someone at some point, but I think for the most part, we're kind of safe from them. I don't know what I would do, dude. I've gotten so much more squeamish than when I was a young child. I would be more than happy to hold a tarantula in my hand when I was super young. Now I'm just like, I'm good. I'm gonna take a pass. You guys, you can hold it. I'm gonna be over there, a mile away, down the road. Well, no, I want to avoid. Saw this and thought of this sub. It's like they wanted to turn their house into a gaming PC. And I'm not sure that it's the right fit. You know my stance, I've said it enough times. Not everything needs to have lights, all right? Not every gaming peripheral needs to be lit up all over the place like a Christmas tree, okay? Sometimes we just want things that are subtle. I've never plugged in the USB on my mouse pad because it's supposed to emit like a rainbow light around the thing, and I'm like, do I need that on my mouse pad? I'm gonna constantly be distracted by rainbows around my mouse pad. I just wanna focus on my computer. Not everything needs rainbow lights. Oh man, making a burger into a patty and using it in a burger. McDouble. Oh, wait, you're gonna grind, oh, okay. Huh, interesting. Honestly, I'm kind of feeling this. This does not, why are you calling it mystery cheese? Nothing ever, ew, okay, why day old bun, dude? Why do you have to say it that way? It honestly sounds kind of great. If you're just in the mood for some real delicious, unhealthy, fill you right up and taste delicious, this sounds great, but why do you have to phrase it mystery cheese and day old bun? Sure, the bun's been sitting in my refrigerator for a while, okay? And yeah, I might not remember the kind of cheese I bought, but when you phrase it that way, it just doesn't make it sound good. All right, just say cheese and bun if you don't know the specifics. You don't have to go like Swiss cheese or brioche bun if you don't remember, but don't make me feel badly that I want this. Quality finish. I mean, whoever came up with this product knew exactly what they were doing and identified just a million other practical ways in which you could maybe hands-free spray down your car. But they elected to go this way because, of course, why not do that? It's, good old childish humor. Also, I feel like really inconvenient because after you spray, like if the idea is to be able to kind of wipe down as you're spraying and not have to drop the hose, wipe off, go back, grab the hose. What you're gonna do though, is you're gonna end up scratching your car with the nozzle. As you go up close, you're gonna jam that thing into the paint and it's not gonna be good. So really, it doesn't solve the problem because you're gonna have to remove it and get that thing out of the way so that you don't ram your car with the dongle. You don't want that. You don't want to scratch it. That's the whole point of washing it, not to scratch it. This dang cake. This actually reminds me of, well, obviously this comes from long ago, but there's a livery on Porsche's RSR cars, which are their race cars, and it's like based on drawing the lines on an animal, identifying the different cuts of meat, and it's really cool, and I've half thought about doing it on a 911, then I feel like, I don't know, would I just look weird having a pink car with a bunch of dotted lines, labeled sections on it? It's cool, but a lot of people would probably be confused, not understanding where it comes from and just thinking, why did he draw meat cuts on his car? Anyway, I missed the whole cake meme. I feel like its time has kind of come and passed, but for a few days, everything on my Twitter was about cake, and I didn't know where it came from, what the origination was, kind of like the astronaut meme thing. Still don't know where that came from. Is it past tense? Are we over? Is that on the decline now, the astronaut meme? I have no idea. It's well done, though. They took this and they executed it incredibly quickly based on whatever the cake meme was, which I think it was about like things that don't look like cake, but actually being cake. So you don't expect the pig to be cake, but you cut into it, it's cake. That's all I know. Good job. I mean, well executed. You just turn it around ASAP. We're a good cake maker. And I want cake. Why is the pig got insect blood fluid on the inside, though? That's kind of unsettling. In the dictionary, next to wasted talent, Now, I'm curious, which engine is it using? Is it using the engine from the car in the back? Or is there an engine up front? Because, I mean, I'd be concerned if there was enough power to get this thing around. If it's using the car engine, and it's actually, that makes this like a rear-engined thing? Would it? I mean, I guess the engine would kind of be set right over the rear wheels, so mid-rear, somewhere in that ballpark. It could be a really nice, sporty, well-handling vehicle. Accelerates pretty quickly, probably. I bet it's pretty light in comparison to most cars. So this thing, you might be laughing at something that will just pull away from your car on any day. Surf rock. Oh, God, for the thumbnail, I was expecting someone like just carrying a surfboard. That's what it looked like. Oh, no, okay. It's, you know, when I was in my the peak of my guitar playing phase around 8th grade, my cousin, who was way better than me, he's kind of why I decided to get into guitar. He's still going. He plays bass. He's like phenomenally good at it, and I kind of just fell off. But he got one of these. What was it called? I think it was a BC Rich is the brand. One of their crazy shaped guitars. And I thought it was so cool that whatever my next guitar was going to be, I wanted to get one of those crazy shaped things. And then I tried a flying V shape, and I was trying to sit down and play the thing. It keeps sliding off of my leg, and I'm like, okay, so I can't play sitting down, so I have to play standing up. Still not terribly convenient with this shape. This is form over function, that's for sure. And then I ended up giving up on that idea. I was like, you know what, we're gonna go with one of the classic shapes so I can actually sit down and play this thing without it just sliding off. And I bet you he doesn't practice with that one. I bet you he just puts that one on when he's gonna play a show and he's like, I get to stand, I don't have to worry about it. Other than that, please, I don't put it away. Got this in the mail today. Not safe for work, might be a risky one. Get ready to cut it. I can't. Oh, God. I don't know, man. I'll let it speak for itself. Boy, oh boy. Alrighty. When good makeup artists get ready for Halloween. Oh my God, it's mouthception. It's so unsettling. It's mouth and eyeception. There's eyes within the eyes and mouth within. I hate the double teeth. It's horrifying. Oh, why does it work so well? Why is it where I don't like it? I need to go wash my eyes out. I need one of those chemistry lab, you know, the eye faucet thing that just jets water into your eyes in case of an emergency where you got like some acid in your face or something and it just boom. Need one of those now. I'm going. Doily hubcaps. Honestly kind of works on this car, I'm not gonna lie. There is a certain type of car that this is perfect for, and you couldn't have done it better. If someone said, here's the hubcap, what would it go on? I don't even know if I could identify a more perfect car than something that looks like a minivan coupe. Incredible. How can we take a minivan but eliminate the practicality of having the sliding doors to get into the back so kids can get in without smacking the car next to it? How can we take that and put it into a less practical small form where we only have the doors that are actually gigantic in comparison to the rest of the car so they can smack the cars next to them if you have a kid? This is it right here. Perfect. Special effects artist creates mask of himself. The only potentially awful taste here is the awful taste in his mouth as like the plasticky paint chemicals kind of wear off after the initial fresh application stage. But other than that, this is not awful taste. This is fantastic, and I want it, and it's amazing. And I hope there's like a functional flashlight in there. Just imagine how practical that would be, dude. You're wearing your mask, all of a sudden, oh, you dropped something into the crack of your car seat. Oh, you got your flashlight on you, dude. And it's like a headlamp. You don't even have to have a hand occupier. You don't have to put the flashlight in your mouth when you're worried about hygiene with the crown going on. You just look down there and then you found your key or your change or whatever it is. Or like me, some change permanently under the seat that I hear I go around corners. Permanent 1 coin is still stuck down there and nobody's been able to find it, even the service. And it's a metal floor and just clank, clank. Really went sideways on this post. 3-legged table that my boss found and put in my office. Why is this post locked? Something about this was very controversial. I don't know what. I hope you like golf, otherwise it's really out of place. Unless it was just a joke from your boss. You're like, okay, so my boss put this in here. Does that mean if I don't say that I like it, it's going to negatively impact me at work and my chances for a promotion? Do I have to just suck it up? Was he being serious? Was he joking? Hard to know. He's my boss. We don't have a very joking relationship, so maybe he meant that this was supposed to be a serious gift and I should like it. I only play golf like twice a year and I'm not this enthusiastic about it, but I guess I have to have it now. This is objectively the best tattoo. Objectively, huh? I mean, it's debatable. It's one of the ones, like just about everything posted here, that you get to age 80 and maybe you're like, huh, yeah, that was fun for a bit, but I'm not so sure about it now. That looks very fresh too. They're in the novelty phase right after that, where it's like, ha, look at this thing I just got on my legs. Isn't that hilarious? And everyone's like, yeah, dude, that's super funny. What a great tattoo. Artist did a good job on it and everything like that. And then a couple weeks pass. It's like, hey, you guys see my tattoo? Yeah, we saw your tattoo. It's not your only personality trait. You gotta find something else more interesting about you now. I guess they'd rather mop than vacuum. I just wonder, because a car has to flex a bit, right? Like as you're going into a driveway that has a bit of an angle, something like that, you're going over bumps, there's a little bit of flexing that goes on. And so I'm curious if that would eventually kind of start to crack and have problems between, like, would the grout start cracking? Would we start getting loose tiles in there? Also, I'm gonna be honest, crash safety. Probably a reason why most cars don't have something like this, other than the potential for it to kind of crack over time, is, you get into an accident. I feel like you probably don't want a bunch of ceramic tile shrapnel going into you, but maybe I'm alone there. Holy PPE, that's also fantastic. And it's another face mask. I love these novelty face masks. I think they're amazing. So far, I've not seen any awful taste. Only great execution on these. This totally looks like something you would get in a zombie movie, dude. This is absolutely part of a zombie movie character's outfit. And it's like they've adopted some kind of like violent nun with swords or something like that in the movie. And total bad ace, and also wears this. Oh, that would be so sick for a movie character. Like Resident Evil or something. So sick. Revolution is coming. Was this straight from Boston Dynamics, or did somebody actually purchase one of these? They're very expensive. They're like $100,000, aren't they? They're like, the first thing we're doing with this, $100,000 well spent, we're putting a horse head on it. Probably like blocks the sensor or something. I guess the sensor's right below it. That would be kind of funny if it blocks the sensor and the thing just starts running into rocks and stuff. Oh, $100,000 out the window, boys. I'm sure these are very durable. I wonder though, because obviously technology keeps coming down in price, always. Like these being $100,000 now or whatever they are, maybe they're not quite $100,000, but they're very expensive. Maybe it's like, it's $1,000 in 20 years time. Everyone's gonna have their own personal robot dog horse. Did a double take when I saw this rock in my friend's yard. She said it came from the tenants before her, but I think it is the Tenant. That is a little unnerving. I like how they defended themselves by saying, yeah, no, it's the person before me. I just hadn't removed it. So your face is on the rock. Why? They were clairvoyant. They knew who was going to move in next. They wanted to scare me or welcome me. Not entirely. They were clairvoyant. Not mine. A knitted skin-colored ski mask. Now, this one here is it's a little Freddy Krueger-esque. Plus, like no eyebrows, so a little bit of Super Saiyan 3 Goku-esque. I was hoping at first this was going to be something having to do with, you know, crown masks or something. I mean, ski mask is nice, but the problem here is it's like not covering your lips, and that's the part that really gets cold, dude. Because, you know, you get the moisture on your lips, and then they freeze. Then you lick your lips because they're drying out terribly. So you put on chapstick, but then that's gonna freeze. That's why, oh god, dude, I have the thing that goes around, not a scarf, it's like the just fabric tube thing you put over your head, and you just pull it up anytime you're out on a lift, so you just pull it down when you're eating food or something like that. That's the way to go. It's great, horrifying, and also just your lips are gonna be cold. Unless this isn't meant for actually going skiing. But you gotta cover the mouth. And the top for the last month. It's stupid, but kind of sick, not gonna lie. It's actually, this would be a really, really cool cabinet to have in a garage or something like that. Because people think, why do you have a stack of wood in your garage? And be like, oh, but you don't realize it's actually my tool chest. This is an awful taste. How are you gonna call this awful taste? There are actually like modern cabinetries that are really expensive. They don't quite look like a stack of wood like this, but they have like the slats. They're actually very nice. I like them a lot. But it's just like this kind of great. You could even stain it actually. I feel like if you applied a darker stain to it, it'd be really nice. Actually, it'd be really nice. Someone walk up thinking they could play Django with your cabinet and wonder why they can't pull the wood out. But then you'd be like, no, tools inside. It's pretty cool. That's awesome. I'd take it if I had a garage big enough for things other than just the cars. The cars take priority. So that's it for the last month of Awful Taste but Great Execution. Thanks so much. Make sure to like our sponsor and the bell, also our sponsor, below the video. Check out the playlist if you want to catch more of these. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And I mean, you would if you hit the bell, but you get the idea. I'll see you next time.